Hello everyone, welcome to DougNutGames. My name is Doug, and this is Satisfactory. Welcome back, welcome back. Or welcome if this is your first time joining us. Yeah, welcome. I apologize in advance for all the nonsense that is about to transpire, but because there will be nonsense, there always is. But if you do enjoy today's episode, please consider a sub and a like. It sure helps me out. Hopefully it would help you out as well. Kind of keep you in the loop when new stuff comes out. I was going to head down here and check the nuclear pasta situation. We have enough nuclear pasta, by the way. We need 77. In the last episode, for those of you who weren't here for it, we had all kinds of power problems, and I think they're generally solved now. I suggested that I might go ahead and build the last 4 nuclear power plants and the 8 water pumps up top. I have not done that. What I did do, because I just didn't have time, in all honesty, I just didn't have the time to do it. But I did have it run. I had the game run for a little bit. I threatened to do it for 8 hours in the last episode, but I didn't, of course, get that much done. But I did get enough nuclear pasta to move on. We need 77. That's perfect. And I should put some stuff away too. I've got a bit of stuff on me that I want to clear out. So this is a big moment. We finally satisfied all that. Just so you know, in all of that time that I let this run, might have been 3 hours, 2 or 3 hours, something like that. I'm still way behind on a number of things, actually. I do have a lot of statters out at the nuclear site, so that's good, because that's pretty important to keep that mechanism running. So we got some things here. I want to put away. Mycella. Kind of tempted to throw it in here. So I shall. Well, that's for fabric, by the way. So, what else do we have? We get rid of that coal. I have some supercomputers in here. Don't need those in here. Got some base gas filters. That's an odd thing. Let's just finish that off. Got some silica in here, which I really don't need. Got a few things in here I really don't need, actually. But we'll get rid of that coal. A lot of fabric. We don't need to be carrying around all that fabric. So we'll throw that in here. Other than that, it's just dribbles of all sorts of things that... Yeah, we've got a lot of copper. A lot of this copper sheet in here. So let's throw this stuff in. Complete, complete, complete. Nice. What do you got to say?
Welcome to the Pioneers Got Power Problems presentation.
Okay.
That was a joke. Anyway, you're familiar with the process. Just throw the lever and the automated systems will take over. Imagine all the time and effort that would be wasted if you had to do all that work as well. Some work is just better suited for machines. Phase 5 contains technology the human brain cannot comprehend, so just trust in me and fix-it policy and everything will go as planned. Answering all your questions will take time we simply do not have. Everything is going to be just fine, so long as you do your job. We've come this far together. I
guess I better turn that back on.
Anyway, you know what to do. Just don't forget to keep producing previous project parts, and plan ahead when setting up new production lines, and make sure not to leave it all until the last moment.
Thank you. Send it away. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is start by turning the nuclear pasta back on. Yay! Look at us completing phase 4. We only need 1,000 though. Jeez. Yeah, right.
Phase 4 of project assembly completed. If style was measured in my performance reports, yours would be something special. Regardless, saving the day is within our grasp. Do not lose focus now. You must understand the weight on your shoulders, but you are not alone. I am here, and I know exactly what's at stake. This goes beyond Earth. Your actions will affect the universe at large. You might think I am exaggerating. Perhaps you will understand once you finish project assembly. Phase 5 awaits. I expect your best work.
Okay, well, let's check out Phase 5. Certainly a first for me. I've never been this far in the game. I don't think I've been to Phase 4, to be honest with you, prior to this playthrough. Maybe Phase 3? Okay, so we got Tier 9. Tier 9. So we got matter conversion. Converter. Converter harnesses reanimated SAM to enable precise matter and energy transmutation. Warning, power usage is very high and unstable. Okay, fix-it ingots. So we need a lot of power, hey? Well, then we probably should set up those nuclear plants, I guess. Produced by reconstructing other metals on a molecular level using strange alien matter. Diamonds? Wow. Oh boy. 250 to 750 megawatts. Wow. Time crystal. Time crystals are diamonds that have been reconfigured on a subatomic level in the converter to retain a time periodic self-organizing structure. This allows them to be used in the development of quantum processing and storage technologies. Mumbo jumbo. Project part. I don't care about that. Scannable resource. SAM, right? Reanimated SAM. What? We have that already. And SAM fluctuators. We have those already. I'm not quite sure what that's about. Anyway. So that's not terribly difficult. I think we can probably pop that. Fused module, 100 fused modular frames. Radio control units might be a little difficult. Radio control units are right over there. We need 250 of them. I probably should work on power first, hey? Yeah, probably should work on power first. He says as he sees there's not nearly enough there. Wow. Oh boy. Need to let it run for another 8 hours. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I think most of the problems that I'm having are because I didn't catch the power shortage earlier. I didn't catch the problems that we had. So, but now I can, wait, no, over here. I can do probably the cooling system and 500 on the cooling system and 100 on the fuse modular frames. Both of those are over here. Do I have any... That's that. And then we've got 150 cooling system. I think we need 500. Wow, that's a lot, hey? That is a lot. All right, so this one, we're going to select that milestone. Get rid of all that, which is good because we don't want to be carrying around all that stuff. The radio control units, that's going to be a little ways off, I'm afraid. Now, if I want to make 4 more of these, I'm going to need supercomputers. Everything else is on supply. Supercomputers is a big problem. I might be able to get some over here. Nope. Yeah, that's a bummer. Now supercomputers are, let's see here. Supercomputers are currently being used for just for the assembly director system. Now I have done a little bit of a change here. I've taken storage out There was storage here. We don't want storage here. We want this to fill up and stop producing. I don't even need that many, I don't think, but who knows? Maybe I will. Probably will need it for this last tier. So without supercomputers, I can't build much of anything with the nuclear plant. So that's kind of, I'm a little bit scuttled there. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop building this assembly thing. Yeah, so supercomputers are built down there. Right. And you're going to go and get them and get them and get them. So if I turn this guy off, I'm not sure what will happen to the drone. Will it come back here and rest here? There we go. You just park there and stay there. Right? You're going to stay there? Good. Okay. So that will allow us to get some supercomputers building up down here. This is the only one, that's the only thing that draws on the supercomputers, so that's good. We'll let that do its thing. Hello. Wow. Let that do its thing, and we, in the meantime, we'll go up and get the water going, because we need water for this. That's the kind of thing that I'll forget, though, that I've turned that off. And then I'll be like, why would I turn this off? So yeah, here, this is our starter supply. And we've got almost a full load of starters there now. A little bit less than the last time I checked, actually. But I turned on motors because I had had that turned off for quite a while. Okay, so we've got it all set up here. The water is all set up to pump. Everything's powered. So as soon as we get water coming through here, it'll take it right to our endpoint. Okay. So we basically want one of these right here. I'll wait for a second here. Okay, we want that to line up with the previous one right there. Come on. Wow. Come on. Not interested in lining up there. There it is. Okay. Now this is a little easier. Really? It collides when it lines. That's it. That's as close as I'm going to get, I think. Huh. It's not lining up. Why are you not lining up? There it is. Good. Okay. So there we go. Now, on top of that, we're going to need probably power for pumps because we do go up every time. So we'll need a second one here. And then 1, 2, and then a second one right here. Okay. Okay. Now, Actually, we can just go right from here. For some reason, they just don't line up with both. All right. And the same thing here. Wow. That one's way off. All right. Now, we can do this business. We'll come to there. And we'll come to there. That one is done. Why are you doing weird things? There we go. That should be it. Oh no, it is not it. Not even close. Well, close. Now, I'm not quite sure if that's going to be enough. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it's enough. That pump is enough to get it there. That's it. We have all the water we need to do the rest of the Eventually there will be water that comes through here. It doesn't... Oh, that one's up full now. That's great. Both of them are up full now. So that's... There's hope. There's hope for these guys. Time to fall. Okay. Wow. $28. That ain't much. That's not going to help us a ton, but it will get us 2, eh? Okay. Now we have to figure out how we're going to do this, because it's a bit of a mess here now. I can put 2 here, I suppose. I wonder if I can do 2 this way, because that would be the best, actually, is if I... It might work if I shift a little bit to the right. No, that's not going to run. How about if I go up on top? Come on. That would work. Yep, that would work fine. We can't go any further, though. This is as far as we can go. Okay. So those pipes will have to come up a little bit. And then, wow, look at how far down that is. Yeah. Oh, wow. Missing materials. There we go. So we're actually pretty good. We're going way off the back of the platform, though. And I would prefer not do that. I would prefer go right there. And then we'll reconfigure the pipes for whatever we need there. It's not too bad, not too bad. The problem is I usually have... No, I think I might be able to make that work, just as is. Or not. No, not quite. Not quite. We'll adjust it a little bit. And bring it up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Okay, so let's move you. Not too much. We actually need to go... I'm gonna go up after, though. Is that enough? Yep, that's plenty. So we'll start. You know what? Actually, we're going to deal with that a little differently because we got to pull him off and start and separate him out. Come around over here. So that should be fine. This guy will service these two on this side. So we don't have enough concrete still. All right, well, get going. So we will need logistics. We will need you to pump you up there. Actually, we're going to need a little bit of space here. I could conceivably come down a bit. What are these guys here? Water. You have got to be kidding me. Wow. I wonder how much water I could have gotten out of those. Wow. That is... Okay, I'm going to clear a little bit of land here. I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got... Let's get out of the radiation here. Boy, oh boy, this goes for quite a ways. Hopefully that's enough. I think it should be. I might need one more strip out there, but that's pretty good. Okay, so right now, what are we doing? Because I've just laid down a whole bunch of concrete. We're probably scuttled. But I could go get some concrete. Plenty. That should be fine. That should be fine. I'm gonna move you. Wow, that was dramatical. Let's actually go from you to here. You to here. And then you to there. What's going on? Okay. We can get rid of you now. All right, that's good. There. We didn't really need the last line here, but that's okay. We'll keep it. Okay, so I no longer have enough for supercomputers, of the supercomputers to do these, but that's fine. All right. Where are you? You're lined up right there. 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 I'll leave that in there for now. That's fine. Okay. So, that I don't want though. So we need a couple of things. We need the runoff, and we need this stuff. Okay. We're going into the second hole there, split. Ah, right in the center. And then, oh boy, it's going to be very, very tight here. Yeah, going to be very tight. Hello? Why can't you swivel? You're not interested in swiveling? There we go. Same thing over here. And split with an in. Oh. We want actually a merger. Interesting problem. Come to there. That'll work. Sure. We don't have water. Why don't we have water? There's water there. There's water there. No power there. Okay. There we go. Power, water, water, water. Fantastic. So now we just need to power that up on this side. Seems to be good. We've bumped our capacity up. $29, eh? Well, I don't really need 29, but we'll take it. I'm going to do one more just for the heck of it. Now I've got a whole bunch of... Ow. Really? It's weird that I'm getting radiation here. And Oops. No, no, no power out here. Okay. 2 more power plants to put up and then we're done. Well, that is a good thing. That is a very, very, very good thing. There. Cable. We're missing cable now. Jeez. Okay, so, how are we going to do this, I wonder? Okay, I think I know how. So we will... No, that's not what I tried to copy here. We'll go right here. We're just in. And then this one we'll get rid of. And then we don't know where that one's going to line up yet. That will be something... Oh! That's awkward, isn't it? Let's put that off center, how about? Doesn't really matter where we put it. I see. It's okay. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. We could go there. Let's see, come down a bit. Probably there, eh? Sure, that'll work. And then we'll just adjust that guy. We're lined up right on the line, so we could come right here. What are you doing? And then down, down, down. And then... That's basically it for you. You're online now. Okay. How are we doing for wire? Cable, we're good. Excellent. I think I will do something very, very similar. We'll come off over here a little bit. Get rid of all that. That will fill up right quick. And then we'll do exactly the same thing. How far did we come? To there? I think we did. What's going on? 3. There. That always goes not the way that I think it should. We are now at capacity. We cannot do any more than this. That's as much supply as we can possibly do. With the uranium that we have. Hello? And we get another bump. 46,000. We're in pretty good shape now for power, I think. That's good. That is good. Oops. The other way. Well, that would have been interesting had I noticed the water prior. I have never used a miner to bring up water before, so that would have been interesting for sure. Okay, let's turn supercomputers back on over here. I think that's pretty much the episode. I might have to let this run a little bit more, because we are hurting for materials. Bad, bad, bad. Yeah, we're needing this now, aren't we? And I don't think this is building. I think it's drawing down on it. Yeah, we're getting less, not more, radio control units. So what I would need to do is figure out... let's see. So if we have radio control units, right now we're drawing on them for the turbo motors and the pressure conversion cubes. And yeah, Okay. So our turbo motors are over right here. We're making them right here. Turbo motors. Really? We're using these for these. Let's go down inside and see where we're storing that. These are our radio control units. That's our turbo motors. And the turbo motors, the only thing we're doing that for that is the thermal propulsion rockets. So I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to take all that. Now, is that going to help us that much? We're waiting on motors. Motors is a bit of a problem, because we shut down our supply of motors when we ran into our stator problem. And right now, we're just not getting any motors at all. Or stators. We just don't have enough production of these things, motors and stators. Could we bump it up? We certainly have lots of rotors. We would need to bump up stators, basically, though, right? And stators, we need wire and yeah, and steel tube, steel casings. It's certainly possible to take this factory Let's take a little look at what we're doing here. Yeah, we got loads of supply for these. Wouldn't be too terribly difficult. We could double this factory. Supply-wise, will it handle it? Very unlikely. But I don't think I care. We don't need to do that. I don't know why I did that. Let's see. How big did we make this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we go out 6, Creature is in the way. Well, move, creature. We're going to need to get rid of this. Come on. Okay. Don't think I need to get rid of anything more here, to be honest with you. All right. This is... Oh, brother. There we go. Open it all up. Yeah. Let's see what this looks like. We're gonna replicate this out and see where we get. Be right back. Okay, we are back. So I've added 10 here, and I've turned on 6 of them. It seems like I can't really do too much more than that. That's about as much as I can supply the copper wire for. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Yeah. Let's close that in. Not really sure how much that's going to help, but well, it'll probably help a little bit anyway. I'm not going to bump up our motors at this point, because I think really the problem with the motors is the stators. Once we get flying at full run on the motors, we should be okay. Hopefully this will... Oh no, yeah, now we're going to start drawing down on the stators out at the nuclear factory too. So it's a tough one. It's a balancing act that I can't really ever get ahead of. I don't think there's any way to. You have to go back to the very basics and start producing absolute basic supply, more absolute basic supplies, and then the amount that you're going to get in. Only 906 left. Yeah, that's going to be a ways off. Oh, okay. Well, I think that's probably all we can do in this episode. I'm not going to come back to the next episode until I have enough radio control units. And I don't know if I'm ever going to get ahead on that. Although I've stopped. Yeah, I should be able to. I should be able to get ahead. Because we are no longer producing the... Oh, no, we are producing turbo motors. Yes, we are. We just set a cap, a lower cap on it. So it's going to be... Yeah, we're less than we were last time we checked. Yeah, that's cool. That's so cool. I'm not sure if there'll be another episode of this Satisfactory. I'd like to finish it, though. I'm going to figure out some way to finish it. What do we got on us here? We got stuff we don't need. Boy. I don't know, man. They're making it about as difficult as you can make it. And I don't like games that it's like, well, now you just have to wait. I mean, okay. If I had done it the best way that I could, we probably don't need that. And we don't need one statter. We'll get rid of... What are you doing, man? And then, do I have a... sink? Do I have a sink somewhere around here? I don't think I do. I gotta get rid of those nuclear things that I got sitting in there. Anyway, alright. I guess that's it. Oops, I guess that's it for now. We'll leave it here. Let me know what you think. Again, we haven't been getting a lot of comments. Like I said in the last episode, we haven't been getting a lot of comments on this series. Some pretty good view numbers, but not a lot of comments. So if you have any thoughts on that, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you're considering watching another one, then click the I like this button. And as I say, leave a comment and definitely hit that subscribe button. Yeah, and for those of you who have already subscribed, thank you. I very, very much appreciate it. So please share and enjoy, and hopefully I will see you next time, if there is a next time, in Satisfactory right here. So long.